not just that, but you know, you mentioned about colleges. As far as fires at colleges, more fires happen in off-campus housing with colleges than on campus. So one of the points that we just talked about, like as people are moving into a home, whether it be, you know, to reside there for the duration of their semester, or whether it's a frat house or whatever, they should maybe take a look and make sure that the window's open and they're not painted shut. Right. Make sure that if they're up on upper levels, they have a way to get out of that room where it's not just a straight drop down if they had to, God forbid.
Yeah, and I know a lot of young professionals or college students, even when you talk about off-campus housing, they're not able to afford to buy a house, so it really comes upon the landlord.
Right.
And so are there particular, like, do most towns have requirements that need to be followed, and is there a way people could find out about this?
Yes and no. There are certain requirements depending on the occupancy, right? But a lot of times, someone who owns a house will just say, you know what, I'm gonna move down to Florida or wherever, and I'll just rent the house out, and they'll rent the house out to a bunch of college students. Yeah. Well, if someone is very conscious of making sure that they do things safely, but they have a roommate who could care less, who uses candles, who leaves, you know, pots on the stove when they're cooking, they put something on the stove and they forget about it. These are all accidents waiting to happen. So maybe they need to say something to their roommate and make them a little bit more understanding of the importance of these things.
Yeah, I think along those lines, ultimately our safety is our responsibility, right? So I'd love to tell people in general, take more responsibility for yourself, you know. People take responsibility the way they look. A lot of times people take responsibility by getting their education. Take responsibility for your safety. Like Craig's saying, I mean, if someone's putting you at risk in those types of situations, don't be bashful. This is your life you're talking about, your safety, and the safety of those people around you. So keep in mind that it's your responsibility to be aware of these things. It's your responsibility to look for these challenges before they become problems. And if you do that and take that common sense approach, as Craig's talking about, it could save your life. It could really save your life.
Absolutely, and it doesn't hurt to ask and to say something, and just to be sure. You know.
And that can be done in a caring way.
Yeah.
You know, hey, look, I know you like to leave food cooking on the stove when you're not around. That's not safe for you, and it's certainly not safe for me as well. So in a caring way, I think we all have a responsibility to safety, certainly to our own, but to those around us as well.
Well, one of the things it says in the Bible is, are we our brother's keeper? Well, personally, I believe, yes, we are our brother's keeper. It's everybody's responsibility to make sure that the right thing is being done, not just some of the time, as much as possible.